You're good to go.
Okay, so welcome everyone to our weekly Getting Started training. We actually do another training throughout other organizations all through the week. This particular group, the Team Gets Results group, has been doing this for about a month now on Wednesdays, where we'll do a pre-meeting of how you look at the opportunity, and then a second meeting, which is getting started, going into more detail on the compensation plan. What we like to share with people is the basics in the opportunity, just to give you an overview of how we approach this, and then more detail in the getting started, but not quite an advanced training, enough to just get them really understanding more about the compensation plan. So I'm going to touch on that after we kind of start the call off tonight, a little bit on etiquette and a little bit of what you should think about as a brand new representative. And you're going to get and be invited to a pile of different groups. You're going to want to be in testimonial pages. You know, it's so important for you to recognize that everybody's watching your posts. So I'm going to let Brett and Andrew take it from there, because they're admins on a number of different groups. And it's important, as we bring people in from other companies, that we all maintain, you know, a consistent approach to what we're recommending you share and how you share it. So Brett, I'll let you guys maybe chime in here.
You know, I'd be the smart guy, and I'm going to just tell Andrea, please, ladies first. And
Funny how you always do that to me. Thank you. Well, you know what? I know on social media, one of the first mistakes that a lot of new reps starting out do is, because of the excitement of the products, and believe me, we've got some pretty exciting products here. We all know that. Everybody wants to right away plaster all over Facebook the products. And I know there's a few ads, like graphics, that are going around Facebook and social media and stuff like that. We have to try and refrain from doing that, because number one, Facebook considers that spam sometimes, even though it's on your testimony or on your own personal page. And you want to share some kind of curiosity. Just, you know what, one of your first posts could be something like, I have found something amazing. This is what it's helped me with. People are looking for more like a product, not what it is, but what it can do for you, what it can do for the person. And that's what you want to share more about. So stuff like posting your website link, don't do that. We actually had a person today message us asking us about that, because Facebook went and flagged her website link, because she was posting it on her page and also posting it in Messenger. And Facebook will eventually do that if you're posting a link. And the reason why is because Facebook doesn't want you to leave the Facebook platform and go onto another website. And again, it's considered spam. So you don't want to be doing that. And if you post something about the company or the business, or something you're talking about, like what it has done for you, for us, a big thing besides the health part of it, what it's done for our family is time freedom. And that's what we talk quite a bit about, because as a lot of you know, that Brett left his job 3 years ago to do Valentis full time. And so that's what we talk quite a bit about. And you know what, if we do something about the products or share a testimonial or something, we always say something like, please PM me, which private message me if you'd like any information. And then you're having them message you to ask for the link or to ask for more information. And then you don't get yourself into Facebook jail or anything. So one of the biggest things that people, other people that aren't in the industry, that don't like about network marketers, is stuff like plastering it all over Facebook. So just even though, of course, just getting started, you're super excited to share it with everybody, you just have to be careful how you put it onto social media, so that you're not plastering it all over the place and being too salesy, or like running your personal profile like a business page.
Andrea, can I get you to recommend to folks that are getting excited coming on board here how to set their profile up? Recommendations on their profile, and you know, so that the static images and so on that they have on their profile, how that can affect the reaction they might have by entering testimonial groups, or you know, is it possible that you're promoting another product and it's showing up on your profile, and you become kind of somebody that somebody doesn't trust to be a Valentis ambassador. So, can you talk a little bit about the profile?
Yeah, absolutely. So you know what? Really, when you're trying to promote your business on social media, when you're doing it on social media, and we know this because we have built a majority of our business on social media because we live in a small town here, and that's really how we meet new people. So first of all, my profile is public, and second of all, you're not really so much promoting the products as you are yourself, if that makes sense. If somebody, let's say if you're plastering Valentis all over your profile page and the person doesn't know you, you just became friends with the person and you're plastering Valentis on your page, if they don't trust you yet or they don't know you enough yet, they're going to Google Valentis and they're going to go on somebody else's page. So you want to build that relationship. You want to build your credibility. You want people to feel comfortable to come to you and ask you questions about it. So more than anything, you want to provide value to your audience. And yeah, you know what, Don, you made a very good point. If somebody was to go onto your profile and they see a whole bunch of different products or different companies that you represent, and we have said before, you know what, that is up to you whether or not you want to promote other companies. Even like, but that's a whole different thing. But it does show a bit of people are going to want to come to somebody that is exclusive to a company because it shows that they know everything about the products, or if they don't know, they can find out from somebody else. And it just makes people feel that much more comfortable knowing that they're coming to a person that is exclusive to certain products or certain company.
Okay, one more thing, because I've been successful in a lot of things, but talk about another platform other than Facebook that you recommend in social media for the brand new person.
Okay, we were actually talking to another team within our team last night about this because one guy in particular has a blog and he's had a health blog set up for quite some time. So if you've already got if you've already got a blog, the best platform to promote that on is Pinterest. By far, that's the best platform to promote that on. Another good one for if you're promoting is very similar to Facebook, but it does seem to be for the younger generation, is Instagram. Again, they have a wider audience there. You do have to know a bit about the hashtags and all that kind of stuff. And then there's LinkedIn, where my husband does. The one thing that I would stress the most about social media and all the different platforms, there's all kind of different platforms, and I am a social media person. I do like to learn about the different platforms. Like some people are doing it on WhatsApp, and I'm super curious to find out how they're doing it on WhatsApp. And I did try it a little bit, but you have to stop yourself from wanting to promote your business on every social media platform, and really just pick one, maybe two to really master before you go on to another one. And
sure.
it gets, and I have a business page on both social media, or on both Facebook and Instagram, and also a personal profile on both Instagram and Facebook. And I find it very difficult to keep up with them.
So let me ask you another thing, since I've kind of gone down this social media getting started sort of start to this call. Then we'll get into the comp plan on the back half of the call. Stories. I mean, the Facebook story versus a post on a timeline, and the difference. Because again, there's new people that'll come here that are not familiar with that, and they'll hear about stories. They'll see them flash by. I know what my wife explained to me. And by the way, Andrea has a newsletter piece in your back office. There's a section there in the newsletter that I believe you kind of quarterback, Andrea, where you can see much of what she's sharing in a form that you can go back and listen to and watch. There's also somebody that talks about the products and efficiency of the products. Very informative in your newsletter, okay? So you can go to your newsletter to see which countries are open, where we are with status with new countries. But let's talk briefly about stories versus just a regular post. I just do regular posts, and I see a lot of people do stories.
Yeah, so I am doing coaching with a gentleman who does beta testing for Facebook. So he knows quite a bit. He knows about the new features coming up about Facebook before anybody else does, and he shares it with us. So anybody who's familiar with Instagram, so Facebook owns Instagram. If anybody is familiar with Instagram, they know, and you can ask, I was actually talking to the girls, our 18-year-old daughters this weekend, and they said, yeah, it's all in the stories now. So Instagram, the stories have taken over the news feeds. So what you post in your Instagram stories are really, really pretty pictures of food and sunsets and really stuff like that. And in your stories, that's where you post all the other stuff, like your day-to-day stuff and the business stuff and everything. So they're right now predicting that Facebook is going to be the same way. And like I said, I was explaining it to you, Dawn, this weekend, how it's kind of like a psychological thing when you could try this when you're on your phone and you're going like this for newsfeed, you have to go like this with your thumb. And you're reading everything, and on the news feed, quite often there's a lot of text, like somebody writes a big long text about something. Whereas in a story, you're just pressing your thumb. You're just pressing your thumb. So it takes a little bit less work to do. And people are reading, like, I think a story is up for like maybe 3 seconds. I think it's 3 or 5 seconds. And you're just putting something really quick on there so that it kind of catches their eye. They can always go back and have a look at it. So they're saying that stories are eventually going to take over the news feed, and people are going to be looking in there more than anything. And I did mention too how a very big indicator of that is, you all know how Facebook notifies you when it's somebody's birthday. So then it says post a happy birthday greeting to them on their wall. Well, now when you go and see that, it actually shows up for you to post a story within their story first, and then it gives the option to post something on their wall. So right there is a clear indication that stories are going to be outranking the newsfeed. So what you want to post in your stories, like I said, just kind of quick blurbs. You can always go and look at my stories, see what I post. And on your newsfeed, post stuff of value, post stuff that like interesting facts that you learned or research that you've done, or which you can all get from Google, like just stuff like that where you'd write a bit more of stuff. But I think everybody needs to start preparing and start playing around with the stories.
Yeah, well, Andrea, I know you know well about that, but that's awesome. I think that was a good segment of our getting started for our brand new people. So basically, the summary of what she said is, don't just dump, I'm in the coffee business, I'm going to show you how to lose weight, Slim Roast is the best, oh my God, you can't believe Immulin Dr. Joe Aarons, it's incredible. And, oh, forget all that. The story would be kind of like, man, am I pumped? What about? I mean, that word pump might stop them in the story. They'll click in there, and now you got them. You got to come up with stop marketing. You got to find a way to get their eyeballs to want to look at what it is you're expressing. That's why long texts often get flashed over, because nobody's going to read them unless you catch their attention with something. And that's where the fancy pictures come in. So be excited and be curious. Create curiosity. Thanks, Andrea. That was awesome. Appreciate it. Okay, so that kind of covers the beginning of our call. I think that's going to be a great recording for us to be able to have in the group for everybody else. I hope you agree. I think what I'd like to do is just touch on a couple of things for our brand new people off of my computer here. So I'll just flash through this real quickly. Here's a great way to look at things. Okay, so you've got obviously a Google search bar here, right here. If you go into Google, if I go to Google for you new people, and you type in the word Valentis, and I type in Valentis, okay, what's going to come up is AdWords. This is an ad that a distributor put up there. This is an ad that a distributor put up there. And if you roll down here, this is Valentis. This does not have the word ad in front of it. So if I click here, now I'm going to the Valentis page. I'm not going to get cookied by one of the other potential distributors out there that's paying for AdWords. I think it's important to show you that, because many people get caught in this, and then they end up in the wrong business. So if you want to promote people to lock into your business, the next thing to do when you find your business, let me show you this for you brand new people. Let's go to Valentis again. I'm logging in. Pardon me, all these bars are in my way here. I'm just going to move it up out of the way. And if I log in, let's just log into, I don't know, let's just put into, I've got a couple of spots here. take a look here. Let me just so I've got a transfer credit here worth of money. It's promoting the Leadership Summit and so on. But what I wanted to show you is that if I was to go to my websites, okay, right over here, my websites, these are all the websites that link with my username get results. Our team page is team gets results, okay, the word gets, because I don't want people to think that I'm trying to drive people to my business. But when you say, and many people you'll see on the leaderboard, if I go to leaderboard, at times you'll see people add Ford team, they'll add something else behind it, you know, like this gets results thing, hashtag gets results. The whole concept of that is to say, hey, I'm part of a community that's getting results. That's the concept of putting a hashtag. So all of you can add that. And if you ever wanted to add that, here's where you add it. You go personal information, you go to change, and you add it after your last name right here. It does not change your username. Your username is your username. You could put a tag in there and actually be part of a community. Totally up to you. TCT group does that. The Ford team does that. I'm just saying to you, you can do that, and sometimes it can work to your advantage. If you're prospecting and you show people, hey, I'm part of a group that's getting results, then you go to the leaderboard, see there's people on the leaderboard getting results. It can work really well. So just a little bit of a tip. The other thing I'd like to show you about my websites is that when you go to a website and you send a link to somebody, make sure that you tell the person that you've sent the link to see if your name is at the top. That's my name. That's my business group, Coffee Gets Results. So it's important as a new person, if you send out a link to somebody, to make sure that it's not the wrong name at the top of the page when they go to order. And when they go to order, make sure that when they go to order, they see, congratulations, I'm going to become a rep. And again, your referring Valentis member is who it is, okay? And so that they're in the right place at the right time. Really important for you brand new people to recognize that your role is to be a shareologist. That's a fun word. Your role is to find people that you can bring into your business and then duplicate. So how do you duplicate? I'm going to show you some slides, but we have a training manual right here. It's 30, 40 pages long. You can print this off. It's right in your back office, page after page of how do you do it. Look down here, your genealogy, your rotator. Let me just show you that live. Which direction are you going to put your traffic in your website, left, right, or alternate? Every one of you should know that when you first start, it's preset alternate. That means that your first person is going to go to the left, your next person is going to go to the right, and then left, and then right, and then right, left and right, and left and right. You may not want that, so be aware of what a rotator is, and you can learn all of this in CaptainDitto.com, okay? I'll touch on that in a little bit. Your order history, once again, you can go into order history. You can say, okay, notice that I ordered on the 21st 50 VV and I ordered on the 27th 50 VV. That's a total of 100 VV. If you've heard that you want to maintain your business with 100 VV, you can order 2 single units. You can track that shipment. I can go to link, view the complete history, and you can see now that this has been delivered in Winnipeg. And what did we receive? Immulin M, because I got it in my hand right now. So pretty excited about that it's arrived. Okay, so that's an important tip for all of you. As you work down this, how you set up your payment options, how do you want to be paid? Very important, you select the one that's best for you. In our case, we selected Paylution, and then inside Paylution, we have it connected to our bank account. So every Friday, we see a notice, and on Monday, it comes into our Canadian bank. You guys can decide what you want to do. I keep it in US dollars in a US bank account. For our US partners, you're going to see a different option added. It's going to say direct deposit. You can actually direct deposit into your account. Again, you've got to set that up. Nobody else can set that up. Just some tips for you on your back office here. Now, there's a lot of other things I could go into, but I do want to touch on the comp plan tonight, and I want to keep our training to about 45 minutes. But I did want to show you that, by the way, you have a number of different websites for your $20. Every one of these websites are coded to you, and if you've set up your payment options in your back office here, every one of these websites, if anybody orders from them, will pay you, okay, next Friday. So that's how easy this business is. Where our infrastructure is incredible, and it's only getting better. Look at this pre-enroll thing. This is the last person at 9:13 Central Time, Holly whatever her name is, Holly whatever, came into a pre-enroll position. What that means is in your back office, once again, there's pre-enroll pages. Let me just show you that. If I roll down here, here's a pre-enroll. Our opportunity movie will be redone right away and added back in with the new coffee. The Powerline video, great video to share. If somebody says, hey, I want to get started here, what do I got to do? I like to send this one. I send them this, and all it is a pre-enroll list. I ask them, hey, make sure my name's at the top. There's my name, it's at the top. And they put their first name, last name, email address in there. They're pre-enrolled in your business. Watch the Powerline movie to see what a pre-enroll person is in your business, okay? So I don't know why that's sticking like that. Back to my website. So that Powerline movie is right here, and I'm not going to play it right now, of course, but you can go watch that and learn in your business. Okay, so let me get out of this, and let me share with you a few slides on our comp plan. Okay, so let me just get out of this page right here. I want to go back to this PowerPoint right here called the plan, business plan. Okay, so my wife has just walked in here. I was going to ask her to share a little bit about telling stories and getting started in the business, and then she walked out. So I'll wait until she pops back in. She can give you her perspective on what's important to build a big business here. But we do have a plan, okay? And the plan starts with you developing a story. And she just walked back in. I always like to share a couple of thoughts around duplication, meaning there's people doing this right. So you got to make sure you do it right? So find what works for other people and duplicate it. Don't worry about what anybody else is saying. Just work through it and have your upline come up with the answers. Don't fake your way, don't lie your way. Just have a lot of fun duplicating and find the right people. And the way we describe the right people is we're looking for influencers. We're looking for people that actually somebody else mentions them in a conversation. You know, that guy that was pumping gas the other day, you know what he actually said to me? Looks like your tire's low, sir. Do you mind if I add some to it for you? That's an influencer to me, and I want to know a little bit what makes that person tick. What makes him have that extra ability to move forward? I'm going to bring Nancy on camera here after we go through a couple of slides, but I want her just to share her thoughts here around telling stories and what does it mean for building a team. So Nancy, they're not going to be able to see you right now, but I'll let you just sort of share your thoughts around storytelling and what that means to you.
Well, I thought I'd add too, Don said influencers, and don't get confused. Influencers aren't people with an online presence. What an influencer is to me is somebody that gives exceptional customer service. If you're somewhere and a waitress goes above and beyond, or if you're going through a till and somebody gives you excellent customer service where they just really check into how your experience went, that's an influencer. That's somebody that you can take those tools and convert them into success story here. So it's the little things that make a difference in this business. And I did a little bit on our presentation when we were just away in Florida. And there's a few things that you need in order to move forward. And all of them are in your hand. And I said, everybody needs a little bit of direction. Everybody needs a great attitude. Everyone needs commitment to themselves and their team and what they're doing here. And everyone needs little things. The little things are what makes the difference. And you need that positive attitude. So when Don was talking about stories, the reason why stories are so essential, the reason why they can make a difference is because I'm just going to give you an example. If you are one of those people that get caught up in facts and you start talking to somebody about, I'm just going to throw one ingredient out. You can say they have raspberry ketones in our product. And then somebody says, oh, I was reading this article in Woman's World that said raspberry ketones make you grow tail. You know, what you get into at that point is a debate. And it's also a debate as to where your source is from and where their source is from. And sometimes a little bit of information in the wrong hands can be very detrimental. So if all you ever told somebody about this product that you were looking at is that it makes you feel great and that you have mental focus and clarity and energy and you've never felt as good as you did before and you hopped out of bed and you were looking forward to your day, that is something that nobody can debate with you. That is undebatable. And so I like to stick with experiences instead of ingredients and facts because they're not debatable, especially when they're your experience, when it's your experience and how you say what you say and the way that you feel about it, then you pass that feeling on to the person you're talking to. They get passionate about what you're passionate about, and they don't even know why, because you're just so excited. They want to get involved with what you're doing. So I just can't help but say that if you stick with your story and you stick with how your experiences and you stick with the feelings of how you feel, they're not debatable, and that is what's going to move you forward in this business.
You know, and that's kind of funny when you think about business about keeping it simple. So to me, I found nothing more simple than this slide, and this is part of our competition plan or our presentation, which is Captain Ditto. And it's just a great 7-step module that you all can have for free. It's part of Ditto Touch, presenting you a way to do the business from a training standpoint, and then you can purchase the Ditto Touch, which, by the way, is going up to, I think, a regular $149 price from the $75 price that was launched a while back. That's over with, and those of you that are going to want regular presentations done on the Ditto Touch, that will be eliminated also from the Emerald Pack as a free opportunity, because we're growing so quickly. You know what? We're just finding that we're going to let people buy it that want to buy it. So the free part of Ditto Touch is Captain Ditto. So you can go to CaptainDitto.com and you'll be able to find the 7 modules that will tell you and show you how to work your back office, what a rotator is, all the important basics. Because I'll be honest with you, I don't want to tell everybody every time how to enter in their payment options. I'd like to be able to have them go to this particular website and do it themselves. Keep this business simple. So use CaptainDitto.com and then learn what Ditto Touch is and send out the links. I think our new app is going to add to everything we're doing. We just launched that tonight. I'm not going to touch on that now, but I'm really excited about that part of our business. Okay, so let me just kind of share with you our thoughts around duplication. And, you know, Nancy and I have really got good at understanding that we don't have a automatic transmission here. We're engaged in our business. We're digging into our teams. We're trying to help them understand that they've got to buy some product and get themselves into the product and use it and feel which ones they love best and be comfortable sharing those. And then we want them to know who they get to work with, ourselves or the other people in our team. And that's their leadership team. Plug into that leadership team. Let them start showing them what they're doing. And monkey see, monkey do. What they're doing is working, so follow them. They're talking to their prospects with somebody else on the line. That's the 3rd gear. The 4th gear is training your new person you just sponsored with the help of your upline how to do exactly the same thing with your help. That's 4th gear. And then the 5th gear is duplicate those steps. That's our business. And once you share what we have here and follow up, you'll lead to a very simple concept that just selling will bring you a salesman paycheck, which is going to run out if you stop selling. But a mentality of network marketing doesn't work if you don't market the network, which is, did you work network marketing? Help 3 people find 3 people and help them find 3 people. We call that triplication. You'll want to learn and understand that. I'll go into that a little bit and understand that you know, to get 5,300 more people on your team than 124 people on the left number, it's that I duplicated 2, teaching 2 to get 2 to get 2 to get 2. But what about 3? What about 4? Look at 4, and that's our plan. Find 4. That's it. If you can find 4 people that have the like mentality to duplicate, you could have 5,300 more people than if you found 2 people. It's not you bringing in 5,300 more people. It's you bringing in 2 people that duplicate or 4 people that duplicate. It's just tell 2 more people than 2. That's our business. So now we get into the comp plan. So let me spend the last 15 minutes giving you an understanding of how we really make some money here on our comp plan, okay? So we have a roadmap to diamond. We describe it this way. There is some structure, and the structure is this. You need to get the emerald. So that's why I'm excited that we have an emerald success pack. You can buy an $11.99 pack and start off as emerald. If you're an emerald, you right away are going to start getting our app for free, which is normally $4.50 a month. You're going to get the $20 one-time charge for free. You're going to get shipped a flip chart, which is awesome for doing presentations and a number of different brochures to get you started right. So it's a distributor kit. But you're setting yourself up for a roadmap to diamond when you're an emerald. So get to an emerald. Now, how else can you get to an emerald? You could buy a ruby pack, which is a $5.75 pack, and stay loyal to the company for 6 months of buying 3 products. Those 3 products are worth 100 BV. If you do that for 6 months, you will automatically move to emerald just being a consumer. You could do that in 3 months if you buy 3 or 6 packages or 6 products, which is 150 BV over 3 months. Okay, so you can advance to Emerald as well by building volume. 5,000 on your left, 5,000 on your right, and if you have 500 in the team leg that you came into that you personally brought to that team, you can advance to Emerald. We call that a structured Emerald. Okay, the details of what I want to share with you is how many of these types of Emeralds and Ruby packs and so on can actually get you to Diamond. This slide breaks that down. You know, you'd need 38 business builders on your left if there was no customers coming in at the time. Because customers count, 3 packs count, 1 pack, 6 pack. It all adds up to volume on your left. It's the same thing on your right. You need 15,000 on your left and right to get to Diamond. Or 19 Emerald packs, which are worth 800 BV. 800 times 19 would be 15,000. So this slide kind of points out a little bit more structure to you when you think in terms of blocks. So listen, if you brought 3 people in and helped them in, all bring in 3 people, it's not you bringing in 19. Your 3, all bringing in 3 is 9 plus the 3 is 12. You're only 7 away from the 15,000. You can think that way. You can build it that way. But what I love is that we have got so many people that we're going to work through, just as the professional leagues in sports do. They have other people sorting through them. So people went to school, people went to university, people go to college, people go to management school, and they're sorting all these people all the time and move them up the ladder. It's no different here. Talk to 6 people to get 4 people to say this is pretty good, 2 to say I want to try it, and 1 that wants to get started. The 1 out of the 6 is just an average number I'm throwing at you. But what you have to understand about that 1 that comes from those 6 doesn't mean they're all going to be diamonds. It may take you to go through 6 times to get 6 people that said yes, to then do the same numbers with those 6 to break out a diamond, right? And if you could do that 1 a year, which is basically 36 people that you've sorted through, bringing through the process of getting them to feel if they want to learn and earn, you might be able to develop 1 diamond a year. What would be wrong with that? Where could you go for a one-time $20, build a business to millions of dollars in movement of products and services that could reward you and your family for the rest of your life? It's an incredible risk-free opportunity, okay? So what's wrong with a 5-year plan? I believe everything happens in 5-year blocks. So that might be your 5-year plan. So set some goals is what I'm trying to do with this slide. So find the package that works for you and get started. Let's talk about volume a little bit. This slide points out to you a little bit about what the volume is in our business. You'll notice that the fast start bonus on the packages is 20 for a single, 40 for a starter, which is 3, 60 for a 6-pack, 100 for a builder pack, which is 16, and a career pack, Emerald pack, you get paid $200. Okay, pretty good, right? Look at the volume that's allocated to the tree. Now, the tree in your genealogy is the bottom number on the left and the bottom number on your right. That's how you advance. It's the bottom number. You don't get paid on the bottom number, but that bottom number is for advancement in the genealogy of levels. Okay, do I want to become a diamond? I need 15,000. The 15,000 comes from the 800s from the career packs, the 400 from the builder packs, the 150 from the advanced packs, the 100 from the starter packs, and the 50 from the basic packs. But you get paid a fast start, right? So the BV that gets allocated to the dual team is less. Look at the numbers on the right. It's roughly dollar for dollar. So it's 20 out of the $20 fast start, not 50 that goes to the bottom. So recognize that when you start looking at your genealogy, that the bottom number is accumulated for advancement, but it zeroes out at the end of a calendar month. It starts from 0 at the beginning of the next month. What doesn't zero out is your carryover volume. What you don't get paid on from your team accumulating volume is your business volume that's accumulating, called carryover volume. That one stays there ongoing forever as long as you're loyal, buying a minimum of a single tub of product. But if you want to stay Ruby, Diamond, or Emerald, you've got to buy 3 or 100 BV. And once again, 2 single units is worth 100 BV. Okay, you're going to pay shipping twice, but you can get 2 single units. Let me also say that there's a thing called loyalty. It allows you to set your loyalty to the 25th of the month. Some people argue, well, why can't I do it right to the end of the month? Well, what if your credit card fails? And then you call us on the next day, September 3rd, and say, my credit card didn't go through. I didn't do my loyalty. Oh, my God, all my volume flushed out. Folks, to the 25th is the loyalty, but it doesn't mean you're not going to be able to keep your volume. You can place an order. You don't set your loyalty, place an order right up to the last second of the calendar month, and it will count as your loyal purchase for the month to maintain your volume, okay? So that's how the loyalty works. It's a preset. Don't forget when to order your product, but you can actually order the product right to the last day of the month. Okay, comp plan-wise, touch on some important things here for this training. You as an enroller, what you want to do is become legacy qualified. We like to use the term that you want to become a legacy qualified optimized member. An optimized member to us is that you as an enroller have brought in 3. And as you bring in 3, you're going to help those 3 find 3. That's triplication. If you do that, look at all the volume that would happen if it was just a business builder. See, there would be, I'm going to take my mouse here, that'd be 400 BV, that's 1200 BV, there's 1200, 1200, 1200. Add that together, that's 36, and 12 is 48, and this 400 would be 52. That's 5,000 in volume from those people that would be generated. If you duplicated that on your other leg, that'd be 5,000. You could go to Structured Emerald relatively quickly. But again, you sponsored a couple of people and helped them find people. That's kind of the goal here, is to get legacy qualified. A further look at that looks like this. You want to build a foundation team. Ladies and gentlemen, anywhere in your tree, left or right, is your foundation team. It does not have to be on the left like this illustration. This is just for picture purposes. Blue means foundation in this case. So your first 3 Ruby or Emerald packs that you personally enroll will be in your foundation team. But you have to be a Ruby or an Emerald first. You have to have bought the builder pack or qualified as a Ruby. And you can qualify as a Ruby. My daughter was saying something to me. She says, Dad, I've got lots of people who want to do this, but they can't afford a $575 builder pack. Can I do this with $59 coffees and 3? Yes, you can. As long as you accumulated customers and volume of 2,000 on your left and 2,000 on your right, you can move that person to a Ruby. But the point is, you have to be a Ruby to start your foundation team. Once you have your foundation team, you can start now your legacy team. This person, $200 is paid out of every builder pack, out of everybody that buys a builder pack. But the extra 100 for this person goes upline to whoever's legacy qualified. That means this person, now when they order a builder pack, 100 fast start and 100 legacy code goes to this person. Now they start, with your help, triplicating. We've moved to 2nd gear and 3rd gear, talking to this person. What are you going to do? Talk to your 3rd-party upline. They're going to help you bring this person in. $100 gets paid to you. The second 100 gets paid to this person who's legacy qualified, okay? So here's a graphic that kind of shows that. Ann, Jane, and Kim get started, right? They go and get legacy qualified. Now they bring in Chris. Well, Chris, I'm working with, goes and brings Tim, Sam, and Pam in, and those $100 keep going up the ladder. So you want to get legacy qualified and optimized as quick as possible, because it's an infinite $100 bill that comes to you on every builder pack that comes into Chris's first 3 or Tim's first 3 forever, and it flows up to that person. Here's your dual team. And I love this slide because I'm going to explain something to you that really separates our comp plan from other comp plans out there, okay? So what we've got here is the ability to build 2 teams. Everybody's purchases count on the left. They're all connected like a tree branch. And if you look over on the left, to get to the diamond level, you can see the maximum amount of pay the diamond can make per week is $2,000. But we have something called a matching bonus. I love the fact that I am paid to help my team get successful. Everybody in Valentis is going to get a 20% matching bonus once they're Ruby on their first person they brought in their team. Ladies and gentlemen, that person could be this person, because this might be somebody from your upline that put these people in. But you brought in this person, that's first to you. First to you means that person. So on your first level, regardless if they're 20, 50, or 100 people or 1,000 people below your left leg, that's first to you. If you help them earn a pile of money, you get 20% matching check on what they're making on a weekly basis, right, in their dual team structure. But point I'm making with this is, as you make 20% on a maximum 2,000 as a diamond, that's $400. What if you help them get double diamond? They now can make $4,000. 20% of 4,000 is more, right? It's 800. What if you help them get the triple? 20% of 8,000 is more. We get paid more as our distributor base gets paid more. We're rewarded for helping them advance. This business is about depth. This business is about going down as deep as you can, helping your team dream again, helping them find a home here for the future. This is a 20, 30-year plan for my wife and I. We love what we do. We're sharing this. We want to travel the world with it. And to me, a tax-deductible retirement plan and experiencing the world is an incredible opportunity. That's all for you. Your goal is to burn the fire as deep as you can in your plan and put your best people sometimes as low as you can in your business and help them make the most money and watch that volume burn up and get everybody else excited. See, our goal here is to get you to share in the pool of this company. if you understand this, that the enrollment pool is based on you bringing in 3 business builders in a calendar month, and that becomes 1 share, how the share is paid out, which is usually around $75 to $125 on that 1 month that you do it, is they take the company volume, they take 1% of it, they stick it in the pool, and they divide it up by the amount of shares that were generated in the month. Okay, so that's what the share pool is. Car allowances, take a look at this. You know, it goes up and up and up as you move up the ladder, but you don't have to buy a Mercedes or a BMW or a pink Cadillac. It's a RV, it's a boat, it's a snowmobile, it's a 2-year renewal vehicle. You fill in the forms and boom, you start getting a car allowance. If you don't want the car, you can actually take cash. It'll be in half of what you earn as an allowance. Now, you know, I like to say you can get your money back, and the best way to look at it is, what if you started with a business builder and helped yourself get 3 business builders? This is a little off now because the pool, the amount of people that are bringing that in is not 200 anymore. It's about 100. But if you start triplicating and getting those people going, you can get your money back by getting your 4th person. Why your 4th person? Because you're going to make 100, 100, and 100, and your 4th person, you're going to make 200. That's how you kind of work to get your money back out of the gate and duplicate that. So all we're doing here is duplication, right? We're enrolling people, we're getting them started, we're helping them set their loyalty so they become active. We're all customers, and we want them to get legacy qualified. That's the key, everyone. Help them get their first 3 and duplicate that process. And if you invite them to look at what we're doing, and you show them what we're doing, and you share the product with them, and you connect them up with a leader, that's the beginning of the learning. The learning's in the sharing with your upline. We're all going to coach and mentor each other, but ultimately, if you take that all in action and you budget what you're going to do here, customers will come. I promise you. They'll come from 6-day experiences. They'll come from our plan. We are so excited about this particular thing because we created this. It's called BeTheV.com. You should write that down. You could go to BeTheV.com, and all the Facebook groups that we kind of have tagged in here. And if some of you have team Facebook groups that we should be adding to this, we agree to add them, we'll add them to here. And all we're going to let you do then is click in here, and you'll see banners that you can order for your trade shows, business cards if you want, but more importantly, the groups that you should be belonged to, Valentis calls, even Captain Ditto. It's in BeTheV.com. You can subscribe to this. Our notifications will come to you. We have a YouTube channel. All of that is there to help you, where we add trainings and so on. Ultimately, this business is yours if you choose to share it with others. And I'm excited. Okay, I'm excited. I haven't even taken a breath in the last 15, 20 minutes. I see Andrea now from the side. Andrea, we're back live here. You know, Valentis is growing. The orders are flowing. You've heard that before. That was a 45-minute getting started training. Folks, we're going to open it up for a few minutes of training, I think, of questions and answers. Maybe we can stop the recording, Andrea, and we'll plan on doing a similar thing with different speakers and leaders on a weekly basis. We'll rotate who gets to do this. We want you to hear different versions of what I'm doing. Once we approve who those folks are, and we make sure that they're somebody that will come to the table here and share with you from their heart, you'll see a whole pile of new leaders sharing. All we want is for you to grow and make money here and share these great products. So anyways, thanks for joining us tonight. I'll let Andrew turn the recording off, and we'll open it up to some questions.